This video is sponsored by PelucidFX.com. Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Welcome everybody, let's take a look at the gold market and the daily time frame chart. Well guys, currently on the gold market is such sort of the situation where you have relatively clear setups on the lower time frame charts, I mean on daily, on the intraday charts, but it's a bit tricky situation on the high time frame chart because only on the previous week we have discussed how a bright and fast market has passed through the yearly pivot point and has exceeded the monthly pivot resistance one, and it was really clear situation. It seems to be clear that market on the way to the upward continuation and so on. But right now there is a risk that on the high time frame chart situation is not as simple as it was on the previous week. So if you would like to know about it more, you could read the analysis of the weekly time frame chart and the monthly time frame chart in our weekly research. Also guys, in the future I will try to avoid any political discussion, since as I see in our forum, the people have absolutely different point of view on the current Ukraine tensions, and our primary task is the financial markets, and I just would like to escape any unnecessary debates on this topic in our forum, and that could lead to some real difficult relations between our farmers. We do not need to get this. Let's be focused on the markets. Everyone has its own opinion on the current situation in Ukraine, and only history will show who was right and who was wrong. We will see what will happen there. Well, we will talk about the Ukraine tensions only in relation to the financial markets, and if it will be really necessity to do this. So currently on the daily time frame chart, what we see, we have this thrust to the downside. Market has reached the first fib support area, it's 1330 area. The higher time frame analysis suggests that market probably should reach an area around 30 and even. That's the minimum retracement right back down, where stands very significant support there. That is the monthly pivot point that hasn't been tested yet. That is also daily oversold. This blue line is the Jordan-Apple oscillator predictor. And take a look, that is the confluence support. The pattern that has been formed recently on the weekly time frame chart also suggests some deeper action to the downside. So if we will get any bounce here, that will be probably only the retracement to the upside. Also guys, here I have drawn the golden cross because we have mentioned about it in our fundamental part of the research. That is the crossing of the 50 days moving average and 200 days moving average. So you can see this is the bullish cross, and many technical analysis watch for it. It suggests that market now has bullish sentiment. Well, as trend here has shifted bearish and price action is bearish, and we suggest some deeper retracement in the very short-term perspective. We will watching for possible take into short position in the direction of this continuation to the downside, right to the target around 13 even. Here in turn we'll start to work our medium-term analysis that suggests that we should take the long position based on the situation that we have on the higher time frame charts, particularly speaking on the weekly time frame chart. But that's a bit future discussion. Maybe we will not even need it on the coming week. So as I said, our primary object right now is to wait the bounce on the intraday charts and trying to take the position with the downward continuation approximate to the 13 even area. But in general guys, following the technical situation here, if market even will reach this area, that's the monthly pivot support one, right at the 1260 fib support, that will not mean that the long-term bullish trend that have started has been broken, because we know that until market holds and stands above the monthly pivot support one, the bullish trend still valid. That's some sort of the indicator and the edge. So if market is breaking through the weekly through the pivot support one, it tells that the long-term bullish trend stands under question, and that's a very negative sign for the bullish trend. Until market holds above it, we can't speak that trend has been broken. And as a rule, when the market starts any retracement and pivot support one holds this retracement until this is the retracement and not the reversal. That's the quality, that's the feature, if you could call it, of the any pivot support one. As the mirror of the pivot support one is the pivot resistance one, but you know, guys, this. Well, taking a look at the 4-hour time frame chart, recall that on Friday we said that probably we could get some Judd Napoli, maybe this will be the brand bottom or something of that sort, but market has shown another small leg down on Thursday, and after that only has started to move up. As market hasn't quite reached this area of resistance, I suggest that one of the patterns that we could get here could become the double repo buy that particularly will trigger the retracement that we expect on the daily time frame chart. And from that standpoint, we have excellent thrust down, close above the 3x3, and market has not quite reached the major fib level. Okay, close below. When we will get the close below and close above again, that will be the confirmation of the double repo buy pattern. The target of this pattern stands approximately in an area of the weekly pivot point, and we know that market also has the tendency to retest the weekly pivot point during the week. So an area between this conference resistance around 1347, 1350 area will be our primary object, where we will start to search for reversal patterns with trying to take the position in favor of reaction right to the 13 area. The reason for this bounce stands with this support. So you can see market has hit the fib support, so it could show some retracement. Maybe market even will form this here is some kind of the reversal pattern on the intraday charts. Maybe this will be even some kind of the head and shoulders or something due to this retracement up. Who knows? That's also possible. So you can see we have a lot of different setups as for the short-term perspective, as for the longer-term perspective. If you're a scalp trader, you could even try to trade this brand bottom, double repo pattern on the long side of the market with the target around 1350 area. But our primary object is still waiting for the bounce up and searching for possibility to take a short position advantage to move right to the 13 even strong support on the daily time frame chart.